Okay, Dr. Brown, what did you learn from watching the two? Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Well, if I could put it in a nutshell, and one of the things I teach a lot, and one of the things I'm asked to assess is sincerity level of people. And Harry and Meghan have a very high sincerity quotient and a very high empathy quotient. So I detected, with one small possible exception, no deception during the interview. Now, there were a few moments. I watched about 98% of it. I had a call or two that I had to quickly take, but the only thing that made me think there was a little hesitancy, and perhaps a little deception. I think that Harry and Prince Charles, maybe Harry made some alluded to that maybe they're patching it up. And I think there's still a rift going on there. But other than that, a significant rift, and maybe they are not talking yet. But other than that, I detected no deception, and with a real high degree of honesty, certainly anxiety. Certainly anxiety on both of the parts. You noticed many watchers will see how Harry fiddled with his wedding ring a lot, and that's a strong sign of anxiety. And how Meghan was rapidly blinking. Blinking is a non-specific but fairly reliable indication of anxiety. Not deception, but just anxiety.
Did they appear relaxed, Doctor?
No, I think they were both nervous, but no deception. So I don't think they were very relaxed.
For you, I will. When I watch it in the UK tonight, I'll be watching as a journalist. You were watching it as a body language expert. Were I to ask you for the highlight in your world, or the moment that made you think, "Wow," and you actually sat back and took a sip of your tea or juice or whatever, what was that moment for you?
I think it was when there was some discussion of skin tone, color on the
This is the
child.
baby. Yeah, this is Archie, and an unknown member of the family asking about what skin color could be. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, and that's what really got me. And many people will look at Oprah's face. Now, Oprah loves the camera, so I would dearly love the camera to be on Meghan and Harry more.
Yeah.
But Oprah, she was, you might see her jaw hanging open. You hear that expression, slack jawed, when people are in shock, and her jaw was hanging open. And that's a sign of shock, where you hear something and your emotional brain is trying to play catch up with your intellect. I know it was just said, but I'm not quite wrapping my emotional brain around that, and that is a sign of shock.
Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, where we uncover the stories, emotions and truths behind Harry and Meghan's remarkable journey. Today we're diving into their groundbreaking interview with Oprah Winfrey, a moment that left the world talking. Let's explore the sincerity, shocking revelations and raw emotions that defined this unforgettable conversation. It was clear from the moment Harry and Meghan began speaking that this wasn't about making headlines, it was about sharing their truth. Throughout the interview, the couple exuded sincerity and empathy, making their emotions palpable to anyone watching. While discussing some of the most personal and painful aspects of their lives, their honesty was evident. Whether addressing Meghan's struggles with mental health or their decision to step back from royal duties, there was no sense of performance, just raw and heartfelt truth. Even when discussing family dynamics, particularly the ongoing rift between Harry and his father, Prince Charles, Harry's words carried a mix of hope and hesitation. It's a reminder that reconciliation is never easy, especially in the face of such complex challenges. Though sincere, Harry and Meghan were not immune to the pressure of being so vulnerable on such a public platform. Subtle cues like Harry fiddling with his wedding ring or Meghan's rapid blinking revealed the emotional toll of sharing their experiences with the world. But this wasn't the nervousness of people trying to hide something. It was the anxiety of speaking their truth, knowing the scrutiny they would face. Their willingness to be vulnerable in such a high-stakes environment is a testament to their courage. One of the most shocking revelations came when Meghan disclosed that a senior royal had speculated about the potential skin tone of their son, Archie. This moment sent shockwaves around the world, highlighting the deeply ingrained issues of racism within the institution. Oprah's reaction, a stunned, jaw-dropping moment, mirrored the disbelief felt by millions watching. It wasn't just a casual comment, it was a deeply painful experience for Meghan and Harry, one that exposed the challenges of being part of an institution unwilling to address its prejudices. Another key moment was Harry's discussion of his strained relationship with his family. His candid remarks about the difficulties with Prince Charles revealed just how deep the fractures run. While Harry hinted at the possibility of reconciliation, it's evident that these wounds are far from healed. Despite these challenges, Harry and Meghan's determination to speak out shows their commitment to breaking generational cycles and prioritizing the well-being of their own family. Their honesty, even when painful, serves as a powerful reminder of their resilience. Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah wasn't just a story, it was a defining moment. A moment that brought hidden truths to light, challenged old systems, and showcased the strength of two individuals unafraid to be vulnerable. The media has played an undeniably central role in shaping public perceptions of Harry and Meghan, both positively and negatively. From the moment they became public figures as a couple, they were thrust into the global spotlight, where media attention was constant. On one hand, this kind of exposure can be a powerful tool for influence and opportunity. On the other hand, it often comes with intense scrutiny that can be overwhelming. For Harry and Meghan, this was a double-edged sword. While they used the media's platform to share their causes, raise awareness about important social issues, and speak out against injustice, they were also subjected to relentless, often unfair media attacks. From headlines that criticised Meghan's every move to the speculation about Harry's mental state, their personal lives became public property. This intense scrutiny was not just a matter of being in the public eye, it was the manner in which they were treated. Meghan, in particular, was subject to sexist and racist commentary in the press, a form of media bias that compounded her challenges. The media portrayed her as everything from an outsider to a divisive figure within the royal family, often focusing on fabricated stories or exaggerations about her behaviour and attitudes. This public scrutiny had a profound impact on their mental health. Meghan has been open about her struggles, revealing in interviews that the constant media assault left her feeling isolated, anxious and emotionally drained. The relentless press attacks on her personal character and her struggles with the British tabloid press contributed to her own mental health crisis. At one point, she even expressed thoughts of self-harm, a poignant moment that resonated with many and sparked broader conversations about mental health. For Harry, the pressure was equally intense. As someone who had already experienced the loss of his mother, under the media's intense scrutiny, he was acutely aware of the toll it could take. His protective instincts for Meghan and their family were heightened, and his decision to distance himself from royal duties was, in part, a response to the emotional and mental strain caused by the press. It became clear that the toxic relationship with the media was not just a professional concern for Harry and Meghan, it was a personal one that affected their well-being and their ability to lead a fulfilling life. What stood out most to you about their revelations? Join the conversation in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Meghan and Harry Tales for more in-depth insights into their journey. Until next time, stay curious and keep uncovering the truths behind the headlines.